The introduction of the Work Health and Safety Act will see a major change here in Western Australia, where effectively the employee-employer relationship will no longer be recognised. In fact, we'll be switching to the person conducting the business or undertaking. The person conducting the business or undertaking, hereby known as a PCBU, will be the primary duty holder under the new Act. Who will be the PCBU? Well, it will vary from business to business depending upon how your organisation is set up. But we're really talking about the Board of Directors, the CEO, Managing Directors, effectively those at the top of the tree. It could also be more than one person, effectively a partners in a partnership. The PCBU will have a duty of care. It will be very similar to the current employer's duty of care, but it will carry a very, very broad obligation. In fact, it will be covering all persons who have contact with the organisation, irrespective of their mode of contact. Who will be the PCBU for your organisation? Effectively, this could change from company to company because it really will depend upon the organisational structure itself. You could be talking about the Board of Directors, the Managing Director, we could be talking the CEO. It is the person who actually owns or is responsible for the day-to-day running of the business or undertaking. And there can be more than one PCBU, such as partners in a partnership. The PCBU's primary duty of care will read as follows. The PCBU must ensure, so far as is reasonably practicable, the health and safety of workers engaged, caused to be engaged or influenced, directed by the PCBU while at work in the business or undertaking, and must ensure that the health and safety of other persons is not put at risk from work carried out as part of the conduct of the business or undertaking. And that's a very broad obligation, because this duty applies to every person, irrespective of their mode of contact with the organisation. It does have temporal limitations in as much as it is discussing workers engaged whilst at work. Under the Work Health and Safety Act, the PCBU will have the primary duty to ensure the health and safety of all persons conducting work for the PCBU, and that the health and safety of other persons is not put at risk. This is important to ensure that your workers, or any person conducting work for you, is following safe systems of work. And if your officers identify that they're not, they need to pull them up straight away. You need to ensure a safe workplace for all persons. When your back is turned, do you know what your workers are really doing? The new Work Health and Safety Act will also place an obligation upon the PCBU to ensure that adequate consultation is taking place in the workplace. This will depend upon the size, the type, the location and the purpose of your operations, but it must include worker input, and you must include the health and safety reps wherever possible.